a couple minutes. It's been a minute.
For real. Wait, are you happy with this view, or do you want it to get closer?
No, that's fine, bro. It's perfect. Right. Yeah, it's perfect. Gio, what's up, bro?
What up, brother?
How you been?
I've been good, man. I've been good. You know.
Yeah. Summer's cooling down. We're going back to fucking hibernation mode now.
Yes, bro.
But yeah, bro.
This is work mode, bro.
I know, right? Yeah. It was so crazy. I wanted to keep doing the podcast through the summer.
Yeah.
But it was just like,
bro.
It was like car show one weekend. You know, there was some weekends where I would hit you up and I'd be like, yo, bro, what are we doing this weekend?
Yes,
there's
bro.
so much stuff going on, which is dope, but it just I don't know, it's hard to keep up with the pod when
it is.
You're busy during the summer. So
and plus, you know, we all have like our own little things going on the side too, you know?
Yeah. So I guess we'll start here, bro. You joined BeastCoast officially this year.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm excited, bro.
I feel like it was long overdue, right? But yeah, happy to have you.
Thanks, man. Thank you. Like, you know, happy to be here.
Yeah. We've got some fire projects that
they're
still in the concept stage, but we kind of started dabbling a little bit. So we'll get into those in a little bit. But basically I wanted to bring you in because we've been working on a bunch of stuff this year, and then we've kind of been like, as far as events go with BeastCoast, we've kind of been like attached at the hip. So
yeah, literally.
I figured it'd be dope to have you to talk about like the recap of what we did this year, everything we did this year. So I guess the first place to start would be, let's just start with like, I know we officially brought you on kind of like halfway through the year.
Yeah.
But you were really in it with us.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying, before that. So I guess we'll start with like the RWB event we went to.
Yes.
That was pretty sick.
That was such a fire event, bro.
Right, yeah.
I mean, not just the event, but the experience and all was just great, bro.
Yeah, that was a weekend that I think I needed.
Dude.
Right?
Yes.
Right? It just kind of like, I don't know, that weekend kind of lit a fire in me. Not even just because of the RWB thing.
Yep.
But just being around so many like-minded people, and then also all the media guys we were with.
So that's exactly what I was gonna come up with. It was just, for me, it wasn't more the RWB thing, because that's, I mean, granted, it's dope.
Yeah.
But we're really watching a guy
build a car.
You know what I mean? And there's like spots or moments in that where it's just boring. You know what I mean? Because you're just consistently seeing the same same thing. Granted, it's Nakai, you know what I mean? It's a celebrity, you know. But even with that being said, it just wasn't that big of a deal at that moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We were there for like 20 hours, bro. Not all 20 hours are gonna be, I mean, over those 3 days, because we did 2. Oh shoot, what was that?
Ooh, I don't know. I think the truck turned on over there.
Oh, is that what it was? Oh, yeah, I think you're right. But yeah, I would say, because that first day we were there for like 8 hours.
Yeah.
The second day we were there for like 8, and then the third day was mostly media, right?
It was
like
mostly
we got
media.
there early.
Yep.
We shot a little bit in there, and then we did a little bit of media.
I think we got there at like 8 a.m.
Yeah, and we were out fairly early, right? Like we got.
Oh yeah. We left around, I don't know, 3, 4 o'clock.
Yeah, something
even
like
earlier.
that. Yeah, because then we got food.
Yep.
Which was fire.
That shit was so good.
We had amazing food at the
That
Connecticut.
was so good.
The Connecticut food trucks, which was great. So.
No, but it was just the media presence there was awesome. I mean, we had a great team. Met a few people.
Yep.
Who also happen to be a part of the team now. Just overall solid experience, you know. We also ran into some trouble there, but I won't.
Oh no, we can talk about it, bro. We could definitely tell. Everything's on the table. You know,
everything's on the table. Yeah,
it is what it is. Well, yeah. So let's I guess, you know, because we did a lot this year, so we won't spend too much time on each little piece. But yeah, man, it was like, I think my one. I'm curious to know what your favorite part of the weekend was, but my favorite part of the weekend was that night after the first night. What was it? Friday night?
Yes.
Yeah, it was Friday night.
Yep.
It was Friday night, and we went back to the Airbnb, and then Yuri came over.
Yes.
And it was just, bro, just seeing everybody editing all at once.
Yes,
we ordered pizza.
bro.
Dominic's fucking feet smelled
horrible.
Absolutely horrible.
Bro, if you're watching this, you got to do something.
Yo, Dom. Bro, baking soda and like something, or just get new shoes, brother. Something, bro.
Or thicker socks. I don't even know.
Thicker socks,
I don't
bro.
even know,
Go
bro.
see a sweat doctor if you're sweating too much. Something, bro. But that shit was atrocious. And then LaShawn had the tooth problem, bro.
Oh,
it was such a wild. I felt bad too.
Yeah,
I felt bad too. But yeah, that Friday night, bro, where everybody just came to the house and we were all in the Airbnb and everybody was just editing and sharing photos and you know, working on clips and stuff like that. That was like it for me. Dude, that was so fun. It was so fun.
So that is such a great moment.
Yeah.
That probably was my favorite.
Okay.
My second favorite was making Dave cry.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Even though that wasn't planned.
No, you definitely. But bro, I will say you did amazing.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, that was fire. Like I could feel it when you were just speaking, just the way you were, and like it. Not only was it not planned to make him cry, but honestly, like that interview part wasn't even.
That was not planned.
It was a concept, but like to have it done that way, where you just kind of came off the top of those questions, you just kind of like slipped into that role, and then it was just like perfect.
Oh yeah, well, I'll talk about how that kind of happened. So, you know how they have that little couch set up?
Yeah.
I was talking to him there.
Yes.
And having the grandest conversation, bro. It was amazing. And everyone was involved. It wasn't just, you know, me and Dave.
Right, yeah.
And just the answers he was giving me, I was able to, you know, he's a pretty straightforward guy, you know.
Straight shooter. Yeah.
Just the answers he was giving me, I was able to, you know, just rely on that and then just give him feedback and get the information that I needed, you know what I mean? And it was more for just me. It wasn't for anybody. I just wanted to know genuinely what the shop was about.
Yeah, just getting to know him.
Just simple questions, bro.
Yeah.
But I guess someone overheard, and that's how that came to be. You know what I mean?
I think
like
that
it should have been recorded.
Yeah. Yes.
You know?
Exactly. I think that the thing with Dave is, you could tell during that conversation. And I'm not saying that Dave had a lot to say because he wants to be heard.
Yeah.
But everything that you got out of Dave in that interview were things that like were heavy on him for a little bit. Not in a good way, not heavy in a bad way. It was just like he was genuinely feeling blessed for the opportunity.
Oh yeah.
He was genuinely proud of his shop and the team he has there.
Yeah.
And just like your conversation with him was just you could see it was a relief for him to just get that out. And, and it was just dope to be a part of that. Like in that moment, bro, there's like little things about that whole weekend because I was like a bystander.
Yeah.
That weekend. I set everything up.
I was going to ask you that. Like, funny because, you know, once you said, hey, you know, it was nice seeing you guys edit and everything, like having everybody together. But I never got to ask you like what your standpoint on that was. You know what I mean?
So, dude, it was. I wish you guys got to see it from my standpoint. Yeah. Because what I felt was the rare moment where I get to just like be a fly on the wall. Yeah. Because you know, like with BeastCoast stuff, it's like I'm always hands on in everything. Yes. But this, I kind of just like set it up. We went. You guys knocked it the fuck out. Yeah. And I was like, bro, there was times where I was sitting up in that mezzanine for 2 hours. Yeah. And I wasn't just watching Nakai build the car. I was like watching you guys. Yeah. I was watching you guys interact with people. I was watching Dom do his thing. I was watching LaShawn just like bouncing from corner to corner. And I don't know, bro, I felt like really proud. And I was like, yo, this team is sick. Yes, like, this is so sick. Like, everybody was there shooting things from their point of view. And then I had this unique point of view where like I was able to watch you guys create and then see afterwards what the creation was. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So and being able to like, I don't know, just like I said, when that night was so special to me because like we went to dinner, you know what I'm saying? Yes. Like, as a team, we and like that stuff means a lot to me. Just being able to like get everybody together and just like break bread and then get back and then watching you guys edit, I had this like pure happiness and it's weird to say, like, watching other people do what they are good at, it brings me joy. But for some reason that night, I just was like, oh, this is it. This is what it's about.
Yeah.
So.
And you know, I really like the team that was assembled.
Yeah, bro.
That was fire. I didn't know of, like, so I knew of Dom, but I never met Dom up until that day, you know? Yeah. And dude's great.
Yeah, he's awesome.
I freaking love Dom. Yeah. You know, it's like a little brother in a sense.
Yeah.
Still trying to get you into SEMA, by the way. It's hard, bro.
Yeah,
it's hard right now.
We just got him into Audrain.
Yeah.
And that was easier than I thought it was going to be, but I know the tickets for our dream were like $350, bro. Yeah. And I told Dom, I was like, bro, I'll try and get you media passes for that. But and luckily, a couple weeks before, I got an email from him.
Thank God. Yeah, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah. So.
And then LaShawn, he's an animal, bro.
Yeah. Super humble.
Yes.
Super dude, the one thing that pisses me off is that LaShawn's work is so good, dude, but it still doesn't get the recognition. Yeah, he's super underrated. Yeah. And I know that that's a temporary thing.
Oh, of course.
But one of those things. It's one of those things where, like, when you find a band before that band blows up, and you're like, yo, you're trying to tell everybody, yo, this shit is fire. This is so ill. Yep. LaShawn is that band. Yes. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
So yeah, LaShawn, Dom, you, Max, bro, came up from, what was it, Maryland or Virginia?
Virginia, I think.
Yeah.
Oh no, he was in New York, right? Wasn't he?
No, he might have been in North Carolina.
Oh yeah.
And then he came up. Last minute, Jake messaged him and was like, "Yo, bro, we're sending a team down to Connecticut. Can you make it?" And he I think he had a bunch of stuff he had to do. He ended up just being like, "Sorry, I have to do this."
Yes. Yep.
And came up and shot the event, and that was the documentary that you were doing the interview in. Yeah. Even to this day, that documentary.
He killed it. And dude, he's colorblind, right?
I did not know that.
I think he's colorblind, bro. He still graded that pretty well.
Crazy.
Like,
that's so crazy.
Yeah, man. I think I don't know if he's dominant or red or something. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what he said, but I know he's colorblind. Could be certain
tones. Interesting.
Yeah. So now that you know that.
Yes, because remember when he sent us the video of the truck?
Yes.
And he was asking us, like, how do the colors look?
Yes.
Interesting. I didn't even realize that.
Yep.
But yeah, it's so good because everybody has their own skill.
Yes.
Like, that team was put together because I was just like, I honestly picked that team not based on
skill.
Let's go hang out. Yeah. I was like, I think this person will be good for this. I think this person will be good for this. But the way it worked out so perfectly, dude. Where like everybody was like, Dom did photos, which were amazing. I still have to like showcase more of them. Mm-hmm. LaShawn did his like creative style shooting. Max did a more documentary style. And then you and I did more kind of like
networking.
We did networking, but we also took great photos as well. But it was just a different type of content, right? More atmosphere style stuff. So, and then to meet Yuri that weekend, bro. Like I genuinely feel like he's like my long distance brother now, like a little brother.
Yes, I genuinely he's such a good dude. Have a great dude. He's such a good guy.
Yeah, Shout out to you, Yuri. You know, like anytime. And then when I saw him at the Collective this year, bro,
dude, I was so happy. I did not know he was gonna be there.
Yeah. So excited he could make it out. We got to make it down to New York. I know we were gonna try and go see him when we went to Grassroots, which is another thing we gotta talk about, right? But but yeah, Yuri, great compliment to the team. Beautiful, great like addition, bro. He's one of the most creative people that like it's effortless for him. Yes. Like him being creative is a part of who he is. Yeah. So
agreed.
His eyes for photography, video, cars, and stuff like that is really.
I love the VHS that he does.
So sick.
It's
so
dope.
Cool. Yeah.
He brings such a good vibe to the team.
Mm-hmm. The attitude, everything, just like the fun. He just brings that like passion, and I think that was part of it for me too. Is that I just felt, I felt like a little bit of like, dude, I know I'm only 34, I'm not old, but I felt a little bit of that like youth again. You know what I'm saying?
Seriously.
So
seriously.
That was dope. Yeah,
I agree.
That whole weekend was great.
That was
a fire weekend.
I hope we do that again.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely have more opportunities like that for sure.
Yeah, that was awesome. I mean, we definitely had opportunity. Like Grassroots was pretty like that. You know what I mean? It just happened to be the day.
Yeah, yeah. Grassroots was awesome. Similar team. We almost got to stop and see Yuri that day too. But yeah, it was you, me, Dom, and LaShawn. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good day. That was fun.
That was a good day.
That food truck.
Bruh.
That hit, bro.
Yes.
Jamaican food at the food truck. Yeah.
Yep. Almost died driving there, but.
Oh, bro. Yeah. Do you even want to speak about that? I totally forgot about. Yeah. So we're on the way down, and we got breakfast in a town that we probably shouldn't have been in.
Nah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Just thought about that.
Dom would have been fine, but the rest of us, like.
No, we did not.
Yeah.
We did not fit in, to say the least.
LaShawn was definitely nervous.
Hell yeah.
But
you weren't?
Not a little bit. I don't think I was nervous. I just, you get that feeling of like, this isn't my spot.
Yeah.
It was just that. Yeah. It was like, I don't think these people really, this isn't where I should be.
No.
But yeah, and then we started heading down a little further. Yo, what was the part was it the brakes?
Dude, the brake locked on me, bro.
Was that a rental?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it was the rental. It was like what'd you get it off of?
Toro or
yeah, Toro. Yeah, bro. I just remember the brake. And then like LaShawn, Dom, and I were like, what the fuck is happening? And you were trying to explain it, and LaShawn was not trying to hear it. He was like, nah, bro, I don't think you should be driving right now, bro.
Dude, that was mad sensitive.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah,
you drove it?
Yeah, I did drive it. We almost forgot the Kendrick and Drake beef got.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that
dropped,
was peak.
What?
Yes.
Didn't they drop 2 songs when we were there?
Yep. That was peak Drake and Lamar.
Yeah,
and Kendrick.
It was literally like that weekend was like the heated weekend between them. And then Gio had like a fucking.
I don't even know
what to call it.
It felt like a heart attack.
A medical
emergency
attack on the way down. We were probably like an hour and a half away.
Not even. We were like 30 minutes away from.
Okay, yeah. So we were not that far away, and then it was just before we got on that parkway.
Yep.
And you started feeling some like chest pain. I could almost see your face, like your mood go from having fun with the boys to being like, something's not right.
Yeah, so I'm concerned, bro.
We pulled over on the side of the highway, and then I started driving, and you were like, I was like, bro, should we go to the hospital or do you want to?
Yeah.
And then I low key, like, I don't know if she told you, but I texted Christine. I was like, Gio's not good. Gio's not doing okay, but I got him and I will keep you updated, whatever. Yep. So, but yeah, I mean, you ended up being okay, bro. You just needed a little bit.
I just needed, I guess, a nap because I passed the fuck out.
You did pass out, bro. You did pass out.
I passed out,
bro. That was wild, bro. It was probably that food. I'm telling you, they were trying to get rid of us,
honestly, it was
bro.
probably the food.
They were like, we're going to get rid of this one over here.
Oh, my God, bro. I have such bad, like, heartburn.
Yeah.
Where it feels like
a heart attack.
Bro. It's super bad. I have GERD.
Yep.
I don't even know.
Which is terrible.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
That's old man shit right there.
It is, bro. I don't know what the acronym stands for. I know it's like gastro something. But
yeah, it's definitely old man shit is what it is.
But it sucks, dude.
Yeah.
Like Tums help.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And I mean, like,
you just gotta keep
barely does anything.
You gotta keep a pack of them on you,
bro. I have like 2 packs, brand new packs in my bag. Shit, you not.
That's so crazy. But we finally did make it. We made it down to Grassroots.
Yep.
Saw some of the homies down there too.
Oh yeah,
which was
that was fire.
Yeah. But the cars there,
bro,
were awesome. There was I still feel like there was something missing at Grassroots, but overall, the quality of car, was mint. And you know what I think some of it was? I think the golf course idea is perfect.
Yes.
But for some reason, I don't know if that golf course. Or it was the weather, something.
Yes, because it was gloomy.
Right, which is great for photos.
It was amazing for photos.
Great for photos.
Amazing photos, but I will say that it was green. It was a lot of green.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? But at the same time, I don't know if that event would hit the way it hit if it was on pavement.
No, if it was on pavement, it would be.
It's something about that presentation that makes it. But I don't know. There was something missing. But
I agree. I don't know exactly what it is. But they were missing. Something was missing.
Something was off. Something was off. That's also part of growing an event, though.
Oh yeah.
Right? You know.
Oh yeah.
I'm
What is that? Was like their second or third annual grassroots anyway. You know. It's such a good event, by the way.
Yeah, it was. That event was fire. I'm so glad because we were still debating.
Oh, and actually
going. Yeah, and then like it was one of those like kind of like last minute things where we're like, all right, fuck it, we're just gonna do it. So.
No, and then it turned out. It was a good turnout too.
Yeah.
I mean the quality of builds there. I mean. Obviously, running the collective, and seeing that's also an invitational. What do you think? Like, was that up to your par?
I mean, it's beyond, in my opinion. I love the collective because it's my baby, but they're kind of different. They're the same, but they're kind of different. Mm-hmm. So, the quality of car at Grassroots is, in my opinion, higher than the quality of car at the collective, and eventually,
I mean, we're working on that.
We're gonna keep getting there, right?
Yeah.
But it's also a slightly different event. Yes. You know what I mean? So, a lot of those cars are not street driven.
Correct.
Whereas the majority of the ones that are at the collective are.
Correct.
Right?
Correct. Well,
not
I would
daily,
say
but they're not full show cars. You know what I'm saying? Some of them are.
The collective is more for the car enthusiast. In terms of street, street wise, you know what I mean? Like what we're into in terms of for the culture, you know what I mean? Because there's people who build their cars and, go to shows and that's all they do.
The Grassroots is almost like a concourse for enthusiasts.
Yes.
Is probably the best way I would put it.
Yes, because they have a bit of everything there.
Yeah.
Which I really enjoy because you're not going to see a lot of that.
Seeing Ken Block's car there was pretty cool.
That was crazy.
That was sick.
But
that's crazy. Also the cool thing. Like this is again why you got to give New York props because that I don't know if that car was from New York, but let's just say Tri-State, right?
Yep.
That thing sits in some kind of storage somewhere.
Yep.
And just through connections and like the cool way you can make connections with people in New York.
Yep.
In that area. It brought out a car of that caliber.
Yes.
It could be some dude that has just a crazy GTR.
Oh,
and he works somewhere
yep.
with a dude who knows the collector who holds Ken Block's car.
Yep.
And then he's like, all right, but I'm telling you, this is a high caliber event. Sure, I'll bring the car out for the community. And then that's how you get the crazy cars there. They had that like IndyCar Formula car there, which was pretty cool. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where I like the car.
Yes.
But that one wasn't that rare. For it to be the poster car seemed a little odd.
Yeah.
But like those cars don't get me wrong. They're rare. There's not that many of them. I don't know the story behind that one too. So I'm just speaking out of turn.
Yep.
But there's cars like that in collections here too.
Oh yeah.
You know what
absolutely.
I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But that's part of the Grassroots and Prime NYC, like their skill is that they find these cars, bro.
I fucking love Prime, bro.
Yeah, they do a great job. They don't put on a bad event. I know that the Sevens days can get a little hectic and stuff like that, but like it's literally for the culture, and we need those kind of events. Not everything has to be perfect and organized or whatever. It's cool to have like an event like Sevens Day, an event like to celebrate the sevens, and then 8-6 to celebrate the 8-6s and stuff like that. So that kind of stuff is needed.
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, they're definitely for the culture, 100%.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah.
They do throw some bangers, man. I'm not even gonna lie.
Bangers, bro.
I mean, but if we're gonna compare, I mean, we're pretty close, dude.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. I think that probably the 3 years we took off set us back a little bit.
A little bit,
but I got time.
Yeah, bro. So all there is time right now, you know?
So,
and dude, with that being said, it's the collective.
Yeah.
This year.
Yeah.
Was wild.
Fire. Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, it was the event keeps growing.
Yeah.
And the more it grows, it's getting more and more difficult to like. I'm trying so hard to keep the essence of the collective without changing it, but with also understanding that things need to evolve.
Yes.
Right? So Jake and I actually butted heads a little bit on this, as we should. That's one of the reasons why I like Jake, is like he's not a yes man.
Correct.
So, you know, I'll tell him something, he'll be like, I don't know, or he'll tell me something, I'll be like, I don't know if that's it. Instead of just being like, yeah, bro, let's just do it.
Let's just try it. Yep.
So, yeah, like one of the things, like for the 10th year anniversary, I really want to do the one and only public collective.
Oh.
So, not the cars, but open to the public to come experience it.
Yep.
Because I can't sit here and speak about us being for the culture for everything, but then only give it access to certain people.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
So it's okay to host an event like the collective. But I need to make sure that we're doing events for everybody as well.
And
right?
I feel like, personally, we do hit those.
Yeah.
With the meets.
Yeah.
With dodgeball.
Yep.
Which we'll talk about soon.
Yep, of course.
I feel like we do kind of get everybody. You know what I mean? I think what some people don't understand is that what they think is that, okay, hey, Beast Coast only hosts a collective and it's an invite only.
Right.
I can't go to that event because my car is not up to par. You know, or they shun us.
Mm-hmm. Which is not the case.
Dude. Yeah. You know what I mean?
The one thing I try to explain to people when they ask me why they didn't get in or whatever, it's not that we don't like your car. It's not that we don't like you. It's never a personal thing, right? It's never personal to anybody, ever.
Yep.
And I think I got this across pretty well after we rebrought the collective back last year.
Yeah.
But people need to understand, right, that the reason why we started the collective was for a couple of reasons. We want to showcase the best in the Northeast, right? And two, there's so many bullshit low quality events out there, right? Yeah. And that's fine, though. That it's okay. But what I mean by that is we should elevate. We shouldn't just do parking lot meets all the time.
Agreed.
We shouldn't just do these random unsanctioned meets. We want to, if you want to showcase the culture for what it is and make a lasting memory, no offense to to the other people, those parking lot meets, like, most people aren't going to remember them.
Oh yeah.
Right. But if you do something organized and you showcase the best of the best, I genuinely think that the people that come to the collective whose cars are showcased at the collective are going to remember that forever.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And people also need to understand that with that, one of Beast Coast's goals is to showcase the best of the best.
Agreed.
And so we do that by hosting the collective, and it's not just to say that like your car doesn't belong. Whether your car gets in or not, you're part of the
culture,
New England culture.
Yeah.
We're showcasing these cars to everybody else. We're showcasing them to the world, which is why we bring the media, which is why we do what we do. We're showcasing that New England as a whole can put on for can compete with anybody.
Correct.
Right? And so your friend gets into the collective and you don't. You should be proud that your homeboy, your friend, got into the collective and he's being represented as what we feel is a great car to represent the Northeast.
Yeah,
right?
agreed.
It's not that we don't want you or your car. It's just that we're handpicking these cars as a representation of what we can do here, and eventually you'll get there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And the couple conversations I've had with people, they're all like, I got denied the first year, got accepted the second year.
Yeah.
I see why you guys do it the way you do it. You know what I'm saying? It's never to knock anybody.
Yep.
But we're trying to put our best foot forward. It's just like nobody puts nobody puts the shitty stuff out on social media. Right. We're trying to showcase the best that's here.
Correct.
And we do that with an event. It's the same thing. Like, we're not posting every random car that we see on the street. We're posting the best that we can find, right?
Yep.
It's the same with the collective. But with that being said, I also understand where people are like, okay,
yeah,
well, what about us though?
yep.
What about the people who my build style is different from what you guys represent, but we fuck with you, like we like BeastCoast. Okay, the season ender, dodgeball, and we got some more stuff up our sleeve.
Yeah.
So, but the collective this year, bro, it keeps getting bigger, it keeps getting better. I was a little bit hard on myself. Jake was hard on himself this year because there was a couple things this year that we felt were not where they needed to be. But I was also in a rough place.
Yeah.
Like mainly financially, but just like time wise, I just was so constrained this year. And the event was still bigger.
Yeah.
Right. The vibes were still on point. You know what I mean? We experimented with some new things, having, some vendors there. And overall, like it was an amazing event.
Oh yeah.
And I think people are excited for next year's as well still.
Oh yeah. I just want to give a shout out to Jason and Kevin for doing such a great job with fucking parking, especially Jason. Yo, Jason. Yeah. I fucks with Jason, bro.
Yeah. It's good to have those guys around, because like Kevin mentioned, he was like, dude, like BeastCoast feels like what the community felt like back in the day.
Yes.
And he's like, that's why I like.
Same here. That's why I stand by it at all times. It gives me that feel like, all right, this is what I start. This is what I wanted to do from the get.
What was your favorite car at the collective this year?
Bro, I barely got to walk around.
I know.
Which is crazy. We tried so hard to, because we know, and when I mean we, it's like Jason, Kev, the team. We know how hard it is to set up. You know what I mean? So we tried to give you guys that opportunity to actually enjoy it. You know what I mean? I feel like you got some. I got something out of it.
I got to do a lap. This year. I got to do a lap last year as well. I still don't feel like I got to see everything.
I didn't see everything. And I got to park cars, and I
know it's so weird because like the same thing with the season ender. I saw every car when they came in, but I didn't get to look at the event. I didn't get to walk the event. I was just stuck at the gate the whole time, which is fine.
Great example about that is that I was with Electro. We were just shooting the shits, whatever. And he's like, some guy was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go park next to the Urus," and I'm like, "Urus? We didn't see a Urus come in, dude. Shit, you're not. There was a Urus,
the white one.
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
there was.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, you can. It's so easy. It's so hard. Like, and that's one of the things too that sucks about. It doesn't suck, but it's tough about hosting events.
Yeah,
is you don't get to enjoy them.
No,
you really don't.
I mean, and I do. I enjoy it in my own way because it's great. Like, we just brought all these people. That's what I like the most about it. Is that we brought all these people in here. You know what I mean? They got to have a good time.
Yep.
Granted, I didn't get to see everything. But the cars that I did see and the cars that we had at our booth, dude, I got to see them. You know what I mean? And they're fire. You know.
So we're gonna go bigger next year. You know what? You know what needs to happen this year though, and you and I have talked plenty about this.
Yeah.
That tent's got to get retired.
Oh yeah, bro.
We got to burn that thing.
It's about time we say rest in peace, bro.
That tent, I think we initially bought in like 2013 or 2014. So that tent is on its 10th year.
Yeah.
The logo's not the same. The website's not the same.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that like I overlooked it because I could have bought a new tent after the collective last year. I could have bought it. I could have. You know what I'm saying? But it's one of those things where like it's so far on the back burner, but it wasn't until this year that I really was looking at it and I was like, all right, I need this.
Bro, when I saw it this year, I remember setting it up last year, right? Yeah. I'm like, oh, this ain't that bad. You know?
Yeah.
Like, it has a piece of tape on it.
Yeah.
But whatever, that's not that big of a deal. But this year,
something about it.
When I saw it,
it's just like, this thing's got to go. It's because it's still in fairly good condition. It's just old.
Yeah, like we don't need a new tent. We just need a new
awning.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that thing's got to get.
No. But I have some ideas. We've talked about
it. Yeah. We're gonna figure that out.
But yes, the tent needs to be retired, bro. When we opened it at the collective, and then who was next to us? to the left.
Oh, Stay Silent.
Bro, when I saw their setup,
yeah, it was fire.
And I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
I was like,
it was just it's long over, and it's really not. I mean, we have to remember though that tent was doing nothing for.
Yeah.
That cop was going fast as fuck just now, bro.
Hell yeah.
Holy shit. What the hell's going on?
You don't even hear the siren anymore.
No, he's gone, bro. He's gone. But yeah, that tent sat idle for like 3 years.
Yeah.
So it was one of those things where I was just like, all right, it's in it. And even still the second year in, we're still technically rebuilding this brand.
Oh, yeah.
It's still in like a rebuilding phase. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, we're doing great. We're having fun. And I think the way we're doing it now is better.
Oh, yeah.
But it's still technically a rebuilding. We're still technically a rebuilding phase.
I mean, we're still learning. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm older. Decisions are different.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
decisions are more costly with today's economy.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure,
so it's like, fuck.
We had a couple drops this year that like did good but didn't hit the way I thought they were gonna hit.
Yeah.
And when you're still rebuilding, like I'm still rolling money over from each drop into the next one.
Correct. Right? Which I feel like that's how it should be anyway.
Yeah, eventually you get to a point though where like you are like, okay, this goes into savings for the business to cover cost and trips and whatever we got to do.
Yep.
Which is still technically what's happening. Like that's how I'm able to cover the Airbnb places and to pay media.
Yep.
But yeah, sometimes like shit was getting pretty tight.
Yeah, bro.
Around here, just because like it. But again, it's part of the business, right? You know
exactly.
what I'm saying? Like, and I would rather keep doing it and keep creating cool stuff.
Oh yeah.
Than to not do it.
Yep.
Anyway, so if it costs me to do it for the next couple of years until we can, get it to where we want it, I don't care. We're doing so well. We just got to keep going.
Dude, it's all about consistency.
Mm-hmm.
The quality is there.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're knocking it out of the park.
Yeah.
This year, again, we've covered so much this year.
Yeah, we've done a lot.
We did something new. We did the dodgeball.
Yeah, what did you think of that?
That was awesome.
Yeah, it's odd.
It was weird.
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna lie to you. So the car meet aspect of it that we planned didn't work out.
No, it did not.
But that's not our fault. It is just it is what it is. It didn't work out, but we still were able to manage it. Whatever. Mm-hmm. But dodgeball. Yeah, that was different, bro.
Yeah, it was fire. There was some heated conversations. The refereeing was crazy. The emceeing was awesome. And I think just to get everybody together, do something different.
Yes,
I was itching for that for so long. Like, initially I wanted to do dodgeball. Near Neponset.
Yes,
there's like
I remember you brought it up.
Yeah. So, but it just didn't work out that way, but I'm glad we did it, bro.
I'm so happy we did it. Dude, the trophy was fire.
Trophy was crazy, bro.
And we don't do trophies, so that was like that was fire in its own,
You know what's funny though? Doing the trophy for dodgeball but not for an event is almost comical.
Yeah,
because it's like
that's why
you're not getting a fucking trophy from us ever for your cars, but we'll give you one if you sting somebody well enough for dodgeball, right?
Hell yeah, it's all about pain, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No, that was hilarious.
Yeah, that was awesome. Like the teams we had come out, just like everybody putting the team together.
Good sportsmanship too.
Great sportsmanship. Everybody was there to like just compete, have fun. Jason was talking a whole lot of shit.
Bro, I'm not even gonna lie. I thought Jason's team was gonna win.
I did too. Those motherfuckers, they came to play.
They
bro.
came to play.
Bro. Yeah.
Wow.
They came to play. Show. Oh shit. Yeah.
No,
they definitely came to play, and they put in work, but them stance in boys.
Hey, what did it come down to? Cartel and
it was Cartel
and stance.
No, it was.
Was it? It was Jason's team.
Yeah,
and
it was Chrome and stance in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Shout out Chrome.
But the Cartel boys were going hard too, bro.
Yo,
they were going hard, bro.
They had that. That was the stance-in versus Cartel. That was
a crazy.
That
one,
was
bro.
a good match.
Yeah.
That was a good match.
It was fire. Yeah, I'm just like I said. I'm just glad everybody came out and like enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do it bigger next year.
Oh yeah, it'll be a little bit more planned out.
Yeah, for sure. I think here's the thing. I think we need to do more in the off season for the car community.
Yes.
So, perfect example is the watch party that we're hosting,
planning,
right? Not us hosting, but Stance In is going to be hosting a watch party, and we're going to be a part of it. But like that'll be in November, right? Yeah. And then if we can move dodgeball over to a winter thing,
that'd be awesome.
Indoors over winter, right?
Now that you said that,
yeah. And then,
like that.
And then I want to start this thing that we demoed this year called Garage Hangs Live.
Yeah.
And Garage Hangs Live is going to be like every other Sunday, 5 p.m. We're going to get on Instagram Live.
Yep.
And then invite people to pop in, show us what they're building in their garage, and just talk about cars. And if we do that over the winter, bro, it's gonna help the winter fly by so fast.
Absolutely.
And before you know it, we'll be right back into car season.
Because that's gonna get people itching, man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, the last time I did it, it was short. It was like a little tester.
Yep.
Dude, I had people coming on from like North Carolina, people from Florida. Yeah, just popping in, being like, "Oh yeah, this is what I'm working on." We had a guy that had 2 really stock cars.
Yep.
But they had some mods, but the mods were like strictly from Europe. They were tasteful, like European only mods, and he got them over here, and it was just like that was something that I personally was not super interested in.
Yep.
But what I am interested in is hearing his story. Right? Like that was it. It was just like, oh, bro, like you really put the work in to get these parts over here or from Canada or whatever it was. You know, the cars may not be my taste, but bro, it's just like everybody has a story.
Correct.
So, but yeah, Garage Hangs Live is going to be another off-season thing. We have more projects which we'll talk about, but
actually, you know what? There was a project you were doing a few years back, actually before the pandemic, if I'm not mistaken. Where you were, I don't know, showcasing someone's build, like Jerry. Remember?
Yes.
Jerry Burt.
Yeah. He moved right to Florida.
Moved, yep.
Yeah.
You covered his caddy, I think, at the time, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was called Our Story.
That was fire.
Yeah, that's another one. That's another thing on the list. So, basically, Gio and I have been talking a lot. About content. And I guess we can take a break from the year to talk about the content we're going to be putting on now. Yep. So I guess this is the first time anybody's going to really be hearing about this too. So Gio is our content manager, creative director. And so I've been bouncing ideas off of him because I know he gets how I think. You understand how I think. And you're on board for to create. Yeah. So first one is the one that you and I have been going back and forth with, and
which
we're
I'm
super excited
bro,
about.
I cannot wait.
It's called Fast as Fuck, and so the only way I can really explain Fast as Fuck is we're going to be
fast as fuck.
Yeah, exactly. We have a logo for it and everything. I'll be posting it soon, but Gio is essentially going to be the host of our Fast as Fuck segment or show, whatever you want to call it. I'm hesitant to call it a show because
me too.
It has a feel to it that's like too commercial, and I don't want to go that route with BeastCoast. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
But yeah, so basically we're going to go around and find fun cars. Not all of them have to be fast, even though the name Fast as Fuck is just a name.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
It's just a catchy name. But so, we're going to put Gio either in the driver's seat or the passenger seat of street cars, drift cars, track cars.
Yeah, you name it.
And just do short 2-minute videos showcasing the car, the owner, and then a couple of rips, whether it's drifting on the track, on the street, whatever. And I just think he has the personality to have fun with something like that.
I like having fun.
Yeah, exactly. So and then so that's the main idea that I have to get out.
Yes.
It's always something like that with me where I have to get it out.
We attempted one.
We did a lot of filming.
Yeah. Not a lot of closed courses, but once we get a location, I think we'll be solid. I think we have the gist of it. Excuse me. I think if we storyboard it,
yes,
and come up with a catchy, like script.
Yep.
I think it'll work.
It's a simple concept.
It's super simple.
Yeah, it's very simple. But that's
you don't really need a script. But I think having it and just basing it off of that will work. You know what I mean?
Just to have some structure.
Exactly.
But that's the kind of content that like people like, and it's going to be fun to create. As long like I don't want to do content if we're not going to have fun doing it, right? You know what I'm saying? As long as we can have fun doing it, I'm cool with it. I always like. I was telling Whitney about this the other day, dude. I see people on TikTok going live and they're doing
nothing,
dumb shit, bro. Nothing. And I'm like, there's no way you get off that live and you feel accomplished.
I know,
you have to feel like a loser. There's no way you get off that live. Sure, you may have made $100, $150 or whatever it is, but it's because you're a jester. You're like a clown, and I don't want to be a clown for someone's entertainment.
I used to think that about. So I'm a huge fan of documentaries. Right?
Same.
Huge fan.
Yeah.
It's actually like what I listen to as background music. It's
love
really weird, but
I'm with it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Because there's some information you catch from it that is like that'll always stick with you, and it's like random shit like giraffes, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyways, I always thought that filming so where it comes down to is Max. When I seen Max filming it, the documentary over there at the RWB, I was like, yo, that's crazy. Like,
the way he does
it. Yeah. I'm like, this is dope.
Yeah, because he plans stuff out.
It's like he has, like I said, when the storyboard, it's all in his head.
It's all in his head, yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's
LaShawn
awesome.
does it too.
Yes.
LaShawn does it too in a slightly different way. I know for the collective video and for the finale video, he sent, well, not so much for the finale video, but for the collective video, he sent me like a whole storyboard.
Yep.
And then we're working on another one for a T-shirt that I don't want to announce yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, LaShawn's working on a storyboard for that too. So,
awesome.
You get it. You get it. You know what I'm saying?
So when I like hearing, it's just seeing. I used to think like, oh man, it must suck doing documentary style like videos, especially like interviewing and doing all this. Like it must be horrible. But now, being on the back end, I'm like, yo. That's so fire, bro. Like I have so much fun, and again, it's everything because it's the traveling, it's the relationships, it's everything.
Right. Yeah.
But
it's
I give a huge shout out to Max because for him to pursue that's his career.
It's the cool thing for me about it is it's legitimately storytelling.
Yes.
So you're not just shooting, right? It's like you go in. And I think Max's goal was to showcase, like, how does Nakai build these cars? Why does he do it where he does it?
Yes.
And what's the background of the people here?
Yes.
So it's not just, like, visuals, which is great. Like, music videos.
No, we get it.
Most music videos don't tell a story. It's just a fun visual, right? But then, like, you see some of them, and they tell a story.
Yes.
Right? And so that's where, like, we can watch a Drake video where everybody's shaking their ass and be like, okay, cool. Like, yeah, that's fine.
Shake that ass for free.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm not though. But then you see like a lot of, I don't know, country videos, bro.
Yes.
Or for example, and I'm not a fan of Joyner Lucas, but his videos tell stories.
Yes.
Right. Same thing with Logic. A lot of his videos tell stories.
Yep.
So there's a place for both. And I think Max is really good at
showcasing that.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. I love his content.
So good.
Shout out to your truck, by the way. That thing's awesome.
Mm-hmm. I always yawn during podcasts, bro, and I feel so rude.
No,
and
right,
I know you know what, but this happens to me every time. I'm always yawning during podcasts. So, I wanted to touch on dodgeball a little bit more.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? What do you think about kickball?
A kickball would be fire.
Right? I think kickball would be good because it's less pain.
Kickball would be, it's definitely less pain. I'll say that because I know some people were hurting after.
Yeah, after dodgeball.
Oh my gosh. Especially the timing on that was just funny.
Why?
Because Tuner Evo had happened.
Right.
And they did
the tug of war.
The tug of war.
Yeah. Everybody was fucked up.
So Hubba was out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
yeah. That I think kickball would be fire. I think it's less physically draining.
Well, yeah. Because you're going to hit a ball and then run around. You'll be a lot of standing, a lot of sitting for the most part. You know what I mean? It's like baseball.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah. So, and I think we'll get more teams, but that's kind of like, I was just thinking like, oh, kickball would be
dope.
Would be fire, right?
So I think kickball would be dope, but for our timing, it would have to be either indoor kickball.
Indoor kickball's tough because you know the rule: if you hit the wall, it's a home run.
It's a home run.
But at our size as adults,
we're gonna be smacking.
We're gonna be smacking the shit out of whatever wall, bro.
Yes.
So that is a tough one. That's like one of the biggest. That's one of the biggest things that holds you back from doing kickball in the winter.
It's just finding which. I'm sure we can find a place.
For sure.
I have a place in mind.
Okay.
It's a little further.
Okay. Yeah.
But because I think Hanover was such a good spot.
If people can drive to New Jersey and Tennessee for shows, then they can drive an extra half hour at home. You know what I'm saying?
So no, it works out. I think we can. I got to do some more research.
Okay.
But I'm sure that I like kickball more than dodgeball in a sense.
Yeah.
Because then I'd like to play.
Right. Yeah. It's a little easier entry for more people. We could probably. The good thing is like we could do co-ed too.
Oh yes.
Right. Because with dodgeball, you don't want a bunch of dudes whipping the dodgeballs at females. It just you know what I mean.
Exactly.
Not that they can't handle it, but like there was a couple of big dudes there. And
hell yeah! Whoever was with the creative department, like Hercules, bro, or Goliath, whatever his name is.
That motherfucker is huge, bro.
Yo,
but,
that was crazy.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I think kickball would be more fun for everyone. Technically, you could have kids.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So,
I feel like something like that that's more open.
Yeah.
I agree. I think that's the way. What about dodgeball would you have done differently?
Ooh. I think I would have more referees. Yeah. Because we only had two technically.
Two. Actually.
Yeah.
They were good refs, by the way.
I would probably have 4.
Yeah.
But both did great. But we just need more point of view.
Yes.
And more people watching. Because there's like, you're either watching them going over the line.
Yes.
Right? Or going on the back line. Or getting hit and trying to hide it. Right?
Yep.
So I would have 2 watching people get hit. And 2 watching each line.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? The center line and then the back line. Whatever. So 2 to 5. 3 to 5. Or 4 to 5, I would say.
I agree. I think.
But that's a fix for next year. You know?
Yeah. I actually agree with that 100%. I think having the booth there was awesome too.
Yeah. Shout out to Christine. She's been holding it down this year.
Has,
She did dodgeball.
She did almost
the collective,
every event
and the finale.
Yep.
Yeah. So, big shout out to her. And at the finale, her and I were talking at the booth, and she's like, I know she's getting comfortable with it because she's like coming up with ideas now.
Yes.
Of like how to run it better.
Yes.
Which I love. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like
I know that's why I have some ideas with the booth.
Yeah.
I think that will help us with organization.
Yeah.
Even though we're pretty fucking organized.
It's not bad. Yeah. But it could be better.
Yeah. I think for her,
exactly.
It would make it easier.
Yes.
Or for whoever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, but dodgeball. I love the dodgeball event.
Yeah, I want to do another one for sure. I would love.
They have been asking.
People have been asking. Yes. Okay, good. Yeah, we'll do another one. It's just
dodgeball or kickball. I'm down for either one.
Fire, yeah, I think kickball's it. I think to
we could do 2.
Yeah, we could.
Because honestly, we didn't spend that much.
It wasn't bad, and
I don't want to get into that financially, but
yeah. But we could.
The cost was there, you know.
Yeah. We could do it again, and especially now, we could. It was worth it either way. At the end of the day, that cost was worth it. So, I think like next year too. I do have a scavenger hunt in mind.
Yes, we spoke about that this year.
Briefly. There's like too much. I love
that.
Yeah. So I think the scavenger hunt, it's definitely going to happen.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of like doing it properly. How exactly do we do it properly?
Yes. You don't want to leave a package and then
yeah, no.
Dude, it's not like Japan. You can leave a chair or whatever in Japan and no one will care.
Exactly.
But out here you leave a
Someone's calling
bag.
somebody. Yeah.
That's gonna be the bomb squad.
Quick, bro.
My aunt will be there.
Yeah. Real fast. I'm gonna put your name on it too. She's like, oh, it's just Gio.
Dude, she would laugh.
But yeah, so stuff like that. I want to do more of that, and then and then what else did we do this year? So Lock City.
Oh, Lock City Drift was crazy.
Fun. Fun, bro. So fun. Yuri was there too.
Yes, dude. He goes to the good events.
He just pops out. he just pops out whenever. He teleports to like the good events.
And it's kind of he takes the farthest drive other than like Max would.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no, I lied. Dom takes a pretty far drive.
I think Dom, yeah, because that ride to Connecticut for Yuri and Springfield probably wasn't that far.
No, it wasn't that
But
bad.
for Dom,
that's like a 3-4 hour drive, right? Longer than that?
Yeah, it's a true. I think it was to Springfield might be like 4.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, it's long. But he does it,
Yeah. No, I mean, it just sucks. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I understand him when he's like, I don't know, man. I really have to plan it out, and I understand. Yeah. You can't do everything on a whim. You know
right?
What I mean?
Yeah, it's tough. What about
Lock City Drift was fire though.
Yeah, so I had never been to a Lock City Drift event.
Okay.
I went to the ones up north, which was Club Loose.
Yep, Club Loose. I love Club
Those
Loose.
were cool.
Yeah.
But Lock City's great, and knowing some of the guys personally they run Staggered.
Yep.
And knowing Zach, of course, because he prints all of our gear and stuff like that. So it was cool to just be able to go out there, and for me, it's really cool to see Zach be able to get out of the shop.
Yes.
And actually
do something else, like enjoy life.
Yeah, it's awesome. That's like my favorite part, is because like I can see, I'm like, all right, he's out of the shop. So I went to a couple this year. I think you and I only went to one together.
Yep.
But yeah, they've been killing it, bro. Like every event they do,
it's actually entertaining.
It's so good. It's just, but it's like, it's not, the production value is not high.
No.
It's just like, hey guys, we're hosting a drift event.
Yep.
If y'all want to come hang out, feel free, come hang out.
Oh yeah.
But we're gonna do this whether or not you guys come to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I like about it most, is that yes, they're hosting an event.
Yeah.
Technically it is.
Yep.
But it's like completely open.
It's not
like
a show.
Anybody can go in there and drive.
Yeah. Well, yes. You have to go through the classes.
You have to go through the class. Yeah.
But, excuse me. But I mean, even just for spectators, like, it doesn't have that show feel to it.
No.
It's just like a.
Well, they have the skid pad, right? The skid pad anyone can do, right?
Yeah, I think you just have to sign up.
Yeah.
I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure you just sign up for the skid pad, and so. But yeah, that's the cool part about it, is like it's so well organized. There's the skid pad, then there's class C, B, and A, or A, B, and C. I don't know which one's the top.
I don't remember.
But yeah, and then like Chris McQuaid drives, and that's like, that's my mechanic. So and I've known him forever.
Yep. Jimmy Oaks.
Jimmy pops out. Yeah, there's a lot of like, there's a lot of people, and it's interesting because BeastCoast is not well known for drift cars. Yeah. But a lot of the people in our community that support us are in the drift community as well. I know. So to be able to go there and see them do their thing, it's like, all right, this is fire.
Yes. Right? And we spoke about it briefly, but I did like the idea where you were saying maybe we should sponsor one, or.
Yeah, I sponsored a car at Club Loose a long time ago.
Yep.
Do you remember Felipe?
Well, which Felipe?
He had a green 350Z.
Yes.
It was a minor sponsorship. Yes. I sent him a bunch of clothes. He put the thing on the car.
Yep.
But yeah, I would love to do another like drift car sponsorship. I just got to find the right person.
Yeah. I think that would be dope.
Because to be completely honest, right?
Could be.
Yeah, my bad. To be completely honest, for whatever reason, most drift kids or drift people either don't fuck with BeastCoast.
Yep.
Or they're just so hard-headed.
Yes.
So to like approach one, I think most of them will probably be like, nah, I'm good. And that's either they don't really fuck with BeastCoast, or a lot of them are just fucking hard-headed. They just they don't really either. I don't know if hard-headed is the right word, but they just don't care.
Yes.
They're just like, bro, I'm just trying to drive my car. I'm not trying to do this to have like, I don't want to sponsor.
Anything to help, right?
Yeah. Let me, if I'll give you guys some clothes, you throw a fucking banner on the car.
We're not asking for much in return.
Yeah, and then we'll pay
marketing
you
for us.
like for a set of tires or something.
Exactly.
Something simple. It's whatever. But
worst case scenario, we're helping. Actually, believe it or not, we help them more out than they help us. You know what I mean? At the end of the day.
But that's the thing. They don't need it.
Yeah. I don't understand that, bro.
Yeah, they don't.
What do you mean you don't need it?
But they're so. They're just so. That's the thing. Drift guys are so self-sufficient. It's like the thing about the difference between drifters and the drift community and the show community is like the show community takes handouts like that.
Yes.
Whereas drifters are like, I'm gonna do this whether or not you guys are here.
Yep.
I don't need the sponsorship. Like I'm gonna be doing this regardless. Like, and so that's how you can show where like a passion is really there.
Oh,
because it's, you know, for a show car to just be like, all right, yeah, I got so and so parts on my car. It's like easy.
Yes.
You're not beating on it. You're not breaking it. You know, there's no risk.
Exactly.
With the drift cars, there's a lot more risk. You know what I'm saying? And especially like if you start getting a sponsor to have on that car, and then it doesn't work out, or then you might feel pressure to perform. When like, you know what I mean? And of course, for us, that's not it. You know what I mean? It's just like we just want to support the community, but. Yeah, a lot of them just aren't really into it. But I know someone will be. If I reach out to someone, I'm like, hey, you know.
No, someone will definitely be interested. I feel like we just have so much of a following that it would be
beneficial.
Yeah,
probably.
For both parties.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
Know what I mean?
Of course. Yeah. I just, I don't know, but going to Lock City this year, because I went to 3 events so far.
You went to 3, yeah.
But going to Lock City this year really kind of like reignited love for that sport for me, because I've always liked it. I've always been into it. But
you've been on the sim lately?
Oh no, I have not, bro. I'm gonna get back on it. Our GT3 league is about to start back.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So I'm about to get back into that. I think it starts next week. But
did you put your sim back together?
It's still together. I just need to move my PC back over to the sim rig.
Okay, yeah.
I moved it to my other desk just for like office and design purposes, because the sim rig is just not fun to design in.
I know.
To sit in that racing chair while I'm designing, it's just not. It's not comfortable. So, but yeah, what did you think of Lock City?
Loved it.
Yeah, it was great, right?
Loved it. Loved the vibe. Mm-hmm. It's organic.
Yeah.
It's completely organic. You can tell the people that are in there, or the people viewing and just participating, are just there for pure passion.
Right. Yeah.
And I love that.
Mm-hmm. And there's so many different types of people there.
Bro, remember we seen the guys playing PlayStation? And it was like a PS2.
Yeah, that was pretty sick, actually. Yeah, it was in a cooler, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a PS2 or PS1 built into a cooler. That was pretty sick. And then just invited us to play, which was awesome.
Yeah. No,
that was the day Yuri was there.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And Dom.
Yep.
Yeah. And LaShawn.
And everyone was. The team was together,
the same squad was there. Yeah. Speaking of the squad, bro, what about we brought on Mo.
Love it. CJ. Will Gordon, and then we have LaShawn, who I'm waiting on sending me his video so I can introduce him.
And then that Nick. I don't know if you met him.
Yes, Nick too.
He was at the finale.
Yeah.
So he walked up to me at the finale, but he's the one that does like the short form content style videos.
Yes.
With, like the cool edits.
Yeah, we need that.
Yeah, of course. So, what do you think of the team so far, bro?
Fucking love the team.
Right? I think we got a solid. Squad. I'm really happy.
I love this team. CJ's awesome.
Great dude, bro.
I don't think I've met Mo.
So here's the thing about Mo. Mo, I love you, bro, but Mo doesn't even exist at this point, bro. he's just an like entity, a ghost, bro. Yeah, because I think he was shooting cars in Quincy the day of the event, but I hit him up, and here's the thing: like I wish he hit me up, because I was talking to him. I messaged him, whatever, and I was like, "Yo, let me know if you're gonna be there tomorrow, so I can introduce you to everybody."
Yeah,
and he ended up texting me back, but I didn't see his text in time. But he was like, he said something about Uber and the train, and I was like, bro, I would have
picked you up.
Yeah, I would have picked you up. I would have paid for it, like, bro, you know, because he's in school.
Yeah.
So like, you know what I'm saying? But I just wanted him to know, like, bro, you're welcome, and we'll figure it out between us, like, but yeah, I don't even know what Mo looks like.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I know what Nick looks like. I know what everybody else looks like.
Great photographer. his work is nasty, bro.
Yes.
But yeah, I have no idea what he looks like.
His work is crazy, bro. The cars that I don't even know how he get. That's
it's
just
insane.
And he's what, 19?
Something around there, yeah.
Dude, he has a bright future ahead of him.
That's what I told him. I told him, I was like, I texted him and I was like, bro, if you stay on the same path, same thing with Dom, same thing with Will, same thing with LaShawn. I don't think that's what CJ wants.
Yeah.
But his work is fucking fire
his
too.
Work is fire.
Yeah.
Yes.
Quality over quantity, always, bro.
Yep.
You know
Love it. Love it.
So with that being said, I know the team's growing, but I think like next year, being able to bring some of the new guys to some of the different things that we're gonna do next year is gonna be so fun, bro.
It's gonna be like the Avengers, we just assemble.
Yeah, we're gonna assemble Avengers, and maybe not every Avenger will make it every time.
Yeah, but that's okay.
That's okay. We don't need one for every fight, you know. So
no, it's fire. I love the addition of Will. I think that's long due.
Yeah, for sure.
Will is just, he's been there for like every single event.
Will's always been at the collective. Bro. He's a hustler, quiet, but his work just speaks for itself.
Oh, absolutely.
You know he just
I'd say another underrated.
I agree.
Personnel,
I agree.
would say.
Yeah, but the fact that he is with Stanson will do work for Will, because the way that Stanson moves will complement Will's style.
Oh yeah, agreed.
And will help him grow.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Us, we're more like home located, so like, it'll be like whatever, a lot of stuff around here. We'll still offer Will just as much, but that alone, I think I think the pairing of Will with Stanson is like perfect. Yeah,
it was was long overdue.
Yeah,
that was long overdue. Pickup. And they've been in talks for forever now.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's just, it was well deserved.
Yeah.
Well deserved.
I agree. Shout out to Will.
And we do quite a lot of traveling as well.
Yeah.
I feel like next year we're probably going to do just
even
as much.
More.
Exactly.
We'll be doing a lot more traveling next year. At least I think so.
Yeah.
Honda Fest was fun.
Honda Fest was dope.
Right?
Honda Fest.
So not only did we go to Honda Fest on a whim, because we've Import Evolution.
Yes.
Dude, like both of those, because they were kind of back to back.
Back to back. Yep.
So let's start with Import Evolution. But Import Evolution was dope, bro. It was I don't know how many years now Electro's been doing it, but it's got to be 12,
like maybe more than that, right? 15 years,
maybe 15 years,
15, 16 years.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yep.
But yeah, that event was a lot of fun. We set up the booth. We snuck in some food.
Yes.
And
that was worth it.
It was worth it.
Yo, that was worth it.
The security was looking around for us for about 20 minutes. I was standing in the back corner of our booth with a burger in my mouth. Crazy, just
legit,
like trying to hide.
Yeah.
It felt, you know what it felt like? It felt like Metal Gear Solid when you're trying to hide from the guards when they're looking for you.
Yes.
That's how I felt.
Oh, no, I felt exactly like that, bro.
But yeah, Import Evolution was cool. The cars were pretty cool.
Yeah.
I got to help judge Best of Show.
That was fire.
Which was awesome. I think I made the best decision that I could make between the two vehicles.
Yep.
And then also, I think one thing that I love about Import Evolution now is Electro's recipe has worked for a long time.
Yes.
I think Electro's recipe needed to be updated.
Yeah.
Right? To match
today's,
what's going. Yeah. And I think he's doing that now.
Oh yeah.
And you can see it. And I love it, because if he didn't change, everything would have stayed the same. He'd have been fine.
Yeah, yeah.
But the fact that he's evolving that brand and them as a team are evolving, just shows like, yeah, we really are for the community. Not that anybody was questioning that.
Oh yeah.
But the fact that they keep evolving now, and that his focus is starting to, like, I wouldn't say change, but broaden.
Yes.
Right? He's opening up to more. There were more kind of like race inspired builds in there than were a couple of years ago. You know what I'm saying? So so that's really cool. And shout out to his team, bro, because they roll deep and they're always on top of it, like everything.
I'll always say that, bro. I have so much respect for the Import Evolution as a whole.
Yeah.
But definitely for Electro and Bree, you know. Electro knows how to work a crowd, bro.
I know.
Like entertainment wise, he's got it, bro.
It's funny.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
And it's just natural, bro. I love the way he works. He does a good job of connecting with people.
Yeah.
So, and I love how straightforward he is.
Yeah.
I love the honesty because we need that, dude. We don't have enough of that.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
I like the fact that he doesn't sugarcoat anything. It's just straight to the point.
Straight shooter.
And if he doesn't like it, he calls it as it is.
Yeah.
So much respect for that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Likewise.
And him at the events, him doing the shout outs that he does. Like, for example, he didn't need to do that thing about that car with the Pikachu around it.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I like that he took that moment.
Him and I talked about that car, and I gave him my honest opinion on the car.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
Being that he built it for his son with who I believe is it autism?
I think it is autism, yeah.
Like that one hits home for me. That one hits home
here,
for you, right? We both have autistic sons, right? But I'm not gonna. That's for me.
Yeah,
it's not. That doesn't justify putting the car in the show.
Correct.
That's just my personal opinion, right? But
fucker, you made me yawn.
I'm sorry, bro. I know I saw it coming, and I looked away because I know that they're contagious, and I'm gonna catch it too. Pause. But yeah, the fact that Electro kind of stood on that, and because here's the thing, if BeastCoast, I don't feel bad about being like, car. I don't really like that car.
A no's a no, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that car deserves to be in the community just as much as any other car, right?
Oh yeah.
So the fact that Electro went out of his way to like support that is beautiful, and it also means something to us too, because we're like, anybody can just be like, I don't like that car, and be negative about it.
Correct.
Right? I don't like the car because I just don't like the build.
Yep.
But anybody can be like, I don't want that car here, whatever. I don't care that it's dealing with your son with autism.
Yes.
Right? There's some people out there that would say that.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? Shout
out Jason.
Jason who?
Our Jason.
Oh, but him being he's definitely autistic, bro. He's definitely autistic. But
he would definitely be like, nah, fuck that.
Oh,
bro.
Yeah.
That car.
Yeah. But at the same time, it deserves to be in the community with every other car that we have in the community, right?
I agree.
The collective may not be the event for that car.
Yeah.
And that may not be a car that I like.
Yep.
But Electro was like, you know what? Like, I support this. Like, this is a great message. It's a great way to bond. And of course, him being an old man himself, he's he's got his daughter Bree, he's got the grandkids, so he wants to be able to support.
Oh yeah.
You see someone with a father and son build, like you feel the type of way about that.
Absolutely.
So, big shout out to him on that event. Import Evolution was great this year. I can't wait to see what else he does, because and we'll get into Honda Fest as well, but but even at the season finale, I saw that, when I made that post and I said it was a return to roots.
Yep.
Like, Electro's been doing events
years, bro.
Like that for years, bro. And it was dope to see. Like, do you remember the UTI days?
Yes.
Bro, that's kind of what that felt like.
That's what it reminded.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I know that was like dope for Electro to kind of like go back to how, because it's been a while since he's done an event like that.
Yep.
And I know he just did one at the dealership, but like that wasn't the same. You know what I'm saying? This one felt like the UTI events, which was cool.
No, I love that. I always look forward to Import Evolution every year.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't go to like GAT, for example, or like ASM.
Yeah.
Because I want to stay here for that.
Yep.
Just because I like the atmosphere, I like the people that it brings.
Yeah.
Usually it's the same exact teams, like Stanton will go, or sometimes BLR, but the people that it brings, is like family to me.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I love that.
You get
You
to
know what
see
I mean? I get to
everybody,
see
yeah.
them again.
Yeah.
It's almost every year. It's the same people, like I said.
Yeah.
So I get to see them, and it's like a recap, like
Yeah.
and it's almost like a season ender too.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's cool. It is cool. That's got to be my favorite thing about events now is that like you see so many people.
Oh yeah.
And like, this whole year, every event we went to, I saw people that I haven't seen in years.
Yes.
So even going back to the RWB event, I saw my buddy Joe Hansen that like I've known for 15 years.
Yep.
I haven't seen him in probably 8.
Yep.
And he just walks up to me I think he walked up to was it you? He
me
walked
first.
up to,
Yeah,
was it
yeah,
you?
yeah.
Yeah, and then something, and then he found out that I was there, and I was like, dude, like I just haven't seen you.
Like, where you been,
Every
bro?
single event I've been to this year, I've seen people that I haven't seen in years, and that just again lit another fire in me. Like, oh, bro.
Yes.
Mike and I had a conversation the other day.
Yep.
I was like, bro, you need to come back out.
Yes,
more.
he needs to come back out.
Your car's fire.
Yep.
You still take it out, and I get it. Like where you get older and you're like, I just want to chill. I just want to drive my car.
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Cool. But like, bro, like, remember the memories we used to make back in the day?
Oh
like,
yeah, bro.
This is prime. Like, COVID's over. We have no reason, and we have the finances to do this shit even better
finally
now. So
we're
it's
good.
like,
Yes.
yeah. So, and then when I was talking to him the other day, he was like, you pushed me a little bit to like come out to do more in the car community again. And he's like, I needed it because I feel it now.
Yes.
And I was like, there we go. I was like, that's what
it
the
doesn't
fuck
mean
I'm talking
keep
about.
modifying your car, but awesome if you do. But
of course,
dude, go and enjoy it.
Yeah,
let's go,
yeah.
Let's go have a good time.
Go hang out with like-minded people, and
it's not always just about the car. That's what I say about the car culture. Yes, it's a hobby. You know, everyone does the same thing. In terms of working on their vehicles and modifying it. But the relationships you build from it is like lifelong, bro.
Lifelong,
There's some falling outs. It's just a part of life, bro. It's normal.
It's normal relationship type stuff. Yeah.
But just everything in general about the car culture is so genuine, bro.
So
it's crazy.
What about we had a blast at Honda Fest, bro.
We had an amazing time at Honda Fest.
That was good.
That pizza took too long, but
it did take too long.
It was like an hour.
Yeah.
It was longer than that.
So they got to figure that out.
Bro.
They got to figure that out.
It was bomb, though.
It was.
Not even going to lie.
It was good, but, like, there's no way. They got to streamline that process or something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Also, having a brick oven inside of a trailer is
so
crazy,
bro. You know how heavy that bitch is? Yo.
He hits one bump the wrong way, bro.
That's it, bro.
Yeah,
it's it. Nah, Honda Fest, I go every year as well. I lied. I think I missed last year.
Okay. And
then obviously I had the TSX, so I was
you were there.
But, what's it called? Love it. Always been a fan of Honda Fest, and it's funny because every year it's like every typical show, bro.
Yeah.
Someone always complains. There's always
Dude,
something,
it's
bro.
Every time.
It's always something. But despite that, dude, shout out to David.
Yeah.
Super humble guy.
Yep.
We helped out with judging.
We did help out with judging, yeah. Yep.
I like how they sort of gravitate to us for quality.
No, I can appreciate that too, for sure.
I love that.
It speaks volumes about us as a whole and what we do. Yeah.
Yes. And to see how people come to, dude, let me say something about judging. So when you go to a show, specifically Honda Fest, right? Now these are people who are currently in the game. Like they have their own cars, they have their own builds, they've seen everything.
Yep.
They know the parts. They know what needs to be done, you know? So we did Best Engine, right? Best Engine Bay?
I think that's one, yeah.
To hear the conversations being done, dude, I looked at
it
the
was
same
deep.
car 9 times.
Yeah, no, it was deep. Yeah, I had to reserve my judgment on Danny's car because Danny's kind of like a part of our circle. So but even that there, I just wanted to keep it as fair as possible.
Oh yeah.
But when I was looking at the other cars, there was legitimate conversations about positioning of things, welds, the quality of bolts used.
Yes.
That's important. And listen, I know car show judging is a highly debated topic, but I definitely do agree that the way that they did it, they did it the right way.
They did it the right way, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like even we debated over, like, it was a debate, dude. It was like the best of show over that Impro Evolution. Like, it was the same thing. We're debating, like, hey, man, like, yeah, granted, you know, the welds are a little off. Or maybe Danny, for example, maybe, you know, the black in the engine bay just doesn't work for you.
Yep.
But in terms of overall build, what are you going to choose? You know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah.
So dope. I really like that about Honda Fest.
That was a great time. We ended up on DJ duty as well, which was kind of cool. Everybody was vibing with the music. Though.
Hell yeah, bro!
So that ended up working out good. There's a BMW over here.
Just revving it out.
Just pulled in. It's a, what is that? A 335? I don't think it's a M.
It's not an M,
right?
No. But yes, we did.
That rear bumper is interesting.
I saw it too.
I don't know how I feel about it.
Me too.
Like, it's not bad, but I don't know.
I mean, here's an exhaust. No, I lied. It's stock. It looks stock.
I don't know. I don't mind it. I wish we could show the viewers, but
I know.
I'll take a picture. We can insert it into the video. You guys can judge and tell me.
So yeah, we did do DJ duty, and the only reason I brought in the speaker earlier was because it was dead in there at the beginning of the day.
It was quiet.
It was so quiet, bro. I needed something, and it wasn't even that loud. We had it just for us at first.
Yeah. But people were fucking with it, bro.
Dude, they fucked with it.
And it kind of helped the booth, too. Like, our booth was pretty lit all day, which was pretty cool. So, Honda Fest was a lot of fun.
I love Honda Fest, bro.
The best part, though, was the filming we did.
Oh, after the event. Yeah, I almost forgot about that.
I know. That moment was like a highlight of my year. Because I literally, when y'all were going up the hill, so to explain to people, well, they've seen the video. Yeah, they've seen the video on our Instagram. So we asked David, we said, hey, LaShawn's doing his official video. So I said, David, can we get the cars right, at the end of the event, can we get the cars over to just film some content, whatever.
Yes.
We'll give you some of it, whatever. And so he said, yeah. So we talked to one of the track officials. He was like, yeah, go ahead, whatever. So, but when you guys were going up the hill, we had a plan. We ended up cleaning out the rear hatch of
the Civic. Oh, and I'm sorry, the CRV.
Yeah, the CRV. I almost called it a Pilot for a second.
Yeah. I don't know why I thought about every other name.
Yeah. So Gio's CRV, we ended up cleaning out the back so LaShawn and CJ could hop in and record and shoot and whatever. And I was standing. This is another one of those fly on the wall moments.
Yes.
And I ended up texting Whitney at that moment, and I was like,
I actually remember that.
Yeah. So I was standing there on the side of the track. I moved the trash barrels out of the way, and you guys were just getting started. And I texted her, and I was like, babe, this is what I want to be doing.
Yes.
Like, this is perfect. Like, creating this kind of stuff with them, with you guys, with LaShawn, with CJ, with you, and then with the cars, the guys. You know what I mean? Like, it was just like, I texted her, and I was like, I'm so proud right now. This is a big ass fly,
Holy
bro.
Crap.
Bro, that fly was huge.
Dude, I've never seen a fly that big.
To see that on the video. But yeah, to see in that moment when I texted her, and I was like, this is it. Like, this is what I want to be doing. This is like, I'm just having like a really proud moment. Like, this is, compared to what I was doing 2 years ago when I almost gave up on the car scene as a whole and whatever. To just be there with you guys and like creating that kind of stuff was just like perfect. The sunset was like, the sun was setting.
It was literally the most perfect. You can't get any better than
that. No, it was great. It was really nice.
Open track,
yep.
With two of possibly the best builds in their class.
Easily two of the cleanest builds at the event. And
just the fun they were having, even as drivers, man. Like, you can tell that.
Exactly, and that's what I mean. Like, they were having fun.
Yep.
And the cool part about it is, like, this is another thing where, like, I'm proud of where we've come with BeastCoast. Because I'm not saying they would have said no if we were someone else.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying it was easier being representatives of BeastCoast, it's easier to get people to buy into the stuff that we're trying to create.
Correct.
So that was awesome. That was definitely a highlight.
That was
that's for sure.
That's my laugh at the end of that video.
Yeah. That's perfect.
Yeah, that's
so
hilarious.
That
was such a good time. Like, dude, I was driving a car.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was having a blast, bro. Especially when they took off.
Yeah, and I forget who it was. It was either LaShawn or CJ. I think it might have been CJ. But he said something. He wrote a comment or something, and he was like, "You guys don't even know how it actually felt when we were there."
Yes.
And I get that because
yeah,
when we were there in that moment, it was fucking awesome.
Yes.
And the video conveys that, but it doesn't convey the feeling in the moment that we all had when we were doing that.
When I seen the pass, that brought like true happiness to me, bro. Like,
in a weird way, right?
Yeah, bro.
It's just and watching the video, like I still can go back and watch that video and I'm like, oh fuck, I'm like, this was so ill. But when I think about what I actually was witnessing in that moment, it's just like another level.
Yeah, whole nother level. See, that's when I get like this vision, like, yo, if we had a production team,
I know we do. Technically we do. So,
but if it was actually set up,
I know.
We would have killed it.
Yeah. Give us another couple of years, bro.
Yep.
We'll be there.
Yep. Oh man.
Yeah, that was a great day.
That was such a good. I wish I had this.
And the ice cream dude on the way back, bro.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
On the way there and
on the way there and the way back. Yeah, that ice cream.
Yo, that's a wild ice cream.
Crazy.
Man,
there's a gas station probably 5 minutes from the track.
Yeah, about 5 minutes.
And there's the craziest ice cream sculpture. It's like an ice cream cone with a face, but then there's legs coming out of the cone at the bottom.
And the cone is not positioned.
Yeah, the position of the tip of the cone is
it's just off-putting, bro.
It's weird. We'll have to cut that into the video
we'll cut
too.
that in.
But yeah, wild statue on the way to the track. And then I guess to end it, bro, not the whole thing, but and to end the year, like the finale.
Oh, finale was great.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Me too.
And like we talked about earlier, I didn't get to really walk around and see everything.
Yeah.
But I mean, technically, I did see every single car I saw everything.
We did technically.
But I just couldn't think of anything off the top of my head. You know what I mean? Because there was in and out 400, 500 cars.
Yeah. I think the rough count I came up with the other day was 420.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And I think it's being so. I had been working on that event last year. I was going to do it last year.
Yep.
I was going to do it just as a BeastCoast event last year. It wasn't supposed to be a BeastCoast Stance In Import Evolution.
Yep.
Yeah. But the timing was bad last year. I just couldn't get the permits done in time. But the woman who I was working on the permit with, she was like, just bring it back to me next year. We'll take care of it. We'll get it done. So we did. But then this year I'm thinking, and I'm like, damn, we had a good year.
Yeah.
These are the 3 brands that like really like helped me this year.
Oh yeah.
And that I feel like I helped as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was like, we're kind of we're the big 3 in New England.
Yeah.
And I was like, why don't we do something together?
Yeah.
Right. So I ended up hitting up I hit up Electro first, and I was like, hey, we haven't done an event together. I was like, what do you think? And he was like, I'm down. And I was like, I want to bring Stance in too. Like, I would love to. I don't know if they're going to be down, but I would love to hit them up. Yeah. And then Electro was like, yeah, of course. So, and then I hit Gil, and it was like immediate. He was like, yeah, I'm in, bro. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't think that. I thought there was a chance that they would say no.
Yeah, no, that's immediate.
Yeah, he was down immediately. And yeah, man, it was just like, I feel like that was long overdue. People were excited for it, and to pull 420 cars for our first event together, and for a season ender that was only announced for what, the 4 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks
for short timing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It was pretty good, and the location was fire.
Location was fire, bro. The
So
day
good.
was beautiful.
Was perfect weather.
I think it was just the perfect day. We had new jackets come out.
We did. Yep. It was a great day, bro.
It was such a good day.
It was a good day. We had this one dude, who came to the gate, and this is one of those Beast Coast problems, right?
Yes.
Came to the gate. I let him in. I pointed him over to the meat side of the event, not the VIP. And he went over. He did go into the meat. He was like, really? Well, he questioned me. He was like, I really want to put my car in the VIP. And I was like, unfortunately, I have the last say here.
Yeah.
This is our event. This car should be on the meat side.
Mm-hmm.
It was a nice car. It was a 300ZX.
Yep.
Clean 300ZX. Downside, it was automatic.
Oh, yeah.
But it was right-hand drive.
Yeah.
But it was also bone stock. From what I could see, it was bone stock.
Mm-hmm.
But clean car. Really, honestly, it was a really clean car. But it was to be on the meat side. It just didn't have enough there for me to be like, okay.
Yep.
You know.
We put the Urus on the meat side, bro.
Yeah, the Urus went onto the meat side as well. So if it was a bone stock twin turbo right-hand drive manual 300ZX, okay. Maybe, right? But even still, there's not really any mods there. And I'm big on, like, if you can go to a dealership and buy a car, it does not belong in the VIP of an
Agreed.
event, right?
Agreed.
There's no way, in my mind, you go buy a Ferrari,
yes,
and just bring it to a car meet, and like you should not get love, because I can go to that dealership and go look at one on the showroom floor. It's just not special.
And that's my thing with the retro mods.
Yeah,
that's why I have a love-hate relationship, because I get the same feeling, like, crap. Yeah. I mean, you really worked this hard to make the car stock again. You know what I mean? You didn't even customize anything. You know?
Yeah. They're just completely stock. Yeah. I mean, they're cool.
It's cool. It's dope as hell. There's people in the car community who love that. I like I said, I have a love-hate relationship with it. I love the fact that you just went out of your way and did it. Yeah. But it's just not my taste. You know
not my mean? Not my cup of tea. But yeah, he ended up coming back through and trying to sneak across to the VIP side. And I saw him, and I like threw my hands up, and I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like, what? So then he ended up turning towards me, got all mad at me, and he was like, yeah, bro, like, I don't know, my car belongs in VIP. This show is ass. And then I was like, I can give you your $20 back if you want to leave.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, just give me my money. And apparently he snatched the money out of Bree's hand.
Oh, damn.
Which, first of all, is disrespectful. Second of all, I would not snatch money out of Bree's hand.
Hell no. I'm surprised she didn't, like, snap at him, bro.
Yeah.
She probably did.
Yeah. But then he also messaged me on Instagram. I'm not going to go deep into what he said to me, but I just kind of killed him with kindness. And I was like, listen, bro, your car's cool, right? And I just let him know in a roundabout way, like, your attitude is what's wrong with the car community.
Exactly. And it's the truth.
Yeah. And I told him no lies. And I also told him no disrespect. Yep. And I made it known to him that I spoke to him at the event and gave him the reason why it doesn't belong in VIP.
Exactly.
I don't owe you that, bro. If I tell you it doesn't go in VIP, it doesn't go in VIP. This is our event, right? Yep. But I, man to man, told you, I showed you the respect.
Yep.
Of saying, like, hey, the car's just not there yet.
Yep.
I could have lied to you. I could have told you to get the hell out. Yep. No, I like the car, whatever. And so that's what I told him. I was like, he was like, you know, you should be careful how you talk to people. And I was like, okay, bro. He was like, I lost all respect for you in Beast Coast. And I was like, listen, bro, like, I'm not here for you. We're here for the culture. Exactly. We're not here for you.
Exactly.
And we're not here to please everybody either. Like,
yeah.
That's just not what it is. There's going to be people that don't like the way we operate.
Exactly.
It is what it is. So he never replied. I know I have no problems with him. I have no issues with him. And I know that the way that I conveyed my message, even if he doesn't like it, he understands where I'm coming from. So, you know, but other than that, bro,
that's funny for a
interesting way. Because you know me, bro. Like I if you don't want to be there, bro, I don't need your $20.
We don't need it. Yeah,
but
exactly.
Like and this is a different type of event for us. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, your car may be a VIP at someone else's event, but I'm sorry, I'm just not.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't even get into the collective. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
no,
you wouldn't even be a thought.
Yeah, so it is what it is. But other than that, the event went off literally with no problems. The food, bro.
Oh, bro, the food was on fire. Yeah. Even though I ate at the end of the day.
Yeah,
it was still worth it.
Yeah, it was fire.
Was that, Khalil's?
Yeah, Khalil's.
Yeah, smacked.
I wanted to go to the Chimney truck. The line on that was crazy too, bro.
Yeah.
I was like,
it's because his prices were great.
Yeah, I didn't even peep, but yeah, the line there was crazy.
The prices were great. I think the vendors, we did pretty good.
Vendors did good. I checked in with all the vendors. They said that they did good. They had a good time. They liked the venue. So
it was dope. I kind of like how we did the collective style parking.
Yeah.
For our VIP.
Yep.
I think that brought a lot of people in.
Yeah, for sure.
Know what I mean?
For sure. Yeah.
You know what I realized? I didn't do a lot of the parking.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I stood at the front for the majority of the show.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize I don't know still if people took pictures over there by the marina.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I don't know who
every time a motorcycle came in,
they went that way.
I told them to go park over by the water because it was like the perfect spot for motorcycles, right? But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure.
I don't know because when I saw the space towards the end, it was a little empty. So I'm like,
yeah,
damn, did anybody get parked there? You know what I mean?
The thing for next year is that we can expand more. We plan a little bit earlier. We expand more, right? And so we can go down there and do the same thing we do with the collective. We find photo shoot locations.
Yep.
We share them with people beforehand. We make sure the photographers use, but this was like this was the first event. So it was like, let's just get our feet wet. Let's see how it goes.
Yes.
Enjoy it. And it was great. It was a lot of fun.
Is there anything you would have changed this time around?
Yeah, for sure. So I would have just gotten there earlier. Well, we did get there early, but I wish we had more staff there early.
Yes.
Because we were setting up and then people started coming in, and it's not it's one of those things where like there's no waiting area. Like, we can't hold up that entrance.
Yep.
So we had to start letting people in.
Yep. So I know I had to play like 9 roles.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Holy crap! I had to go from here to here to here.
Yeah,
it wasn't anybody's fault.
No,
it was just that, dude.
People were excited for the event and they started showing up early. There's nothing wrong with that.
The other thing is that everyone has a booth as well, so they have people. You want to be at the booth. You want to make sure everything's going right.
Yeah.
So I understood that. So I'm like, oh crap, I can't really steal him because they're using him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But thankfully we had people who were willing to help, and shout out to Justin and Pepe. You guys killed it.
Yeah, for sure. They were a big help.
Christina as well from Import.
Yep.
Bree,
was helping.
J-Mar.
Yep.
You name it. We had Christine. We had a huge help. But definitely awesome. More would be needed. I thought the same thing.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it was good for us.
I loved the event.
It was fun.
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun.
I think it was a great collaboration.
Yeah, I think it was much needed. I think people loved it. So,
hell yeah, bro! And I think
it just kind of cemented us too.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah, because people have this misconception that Import Evolution and Stanson are like a rival.
It's so weird. It's so weird. I really don't understand that.
I do not understand where that even came from.
You know what though?
And I kind of like it.
I was gonna say, in a way, we are all technically
we all competitors.
Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, we're also homies. So it's
we all
yeah
talk to each other. Yeah. We're all like I would say like they're all like Stanson is my fan, bro. Like you already know.
Yeah,
I've been with Stanson for a long time.
Forever, bro.
But Import Evolution is just I've been around for so long. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a weird misconception.
Right? I don't even know where they get the idea. It's just they're not a car club.
Yeah, and people are just bored, probably just saying stuff to say stuff. So,
no, we had a great, solid year. I think as a recap, we did awesome.
Yeah, there's definitely stuff in there that we're missing.
Oh, we're missing a couple things. Yeah,
but yeah, dude, it was a great year.
Overall, great year.
Mm-hmm.
Great team. We have a good foundation.
Yeah.
We have the tools to build.
Yep.
And creativity, dude. We got it, man.
Yeah.
I think
doing all right.
Yeah, we're doing all right.
Doing all right, bro.
I think next year, with what we got planned so far and what we're planning for in the future, I think we're gonna
sure.
kill it, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm super excited. So I mean, I don't tell many people, so I only tell like Christine, obviously, because she's my significant other. But even she's like, oh, that's gonna be fucking cool, you know. I'm like, oh man, I don't know who. You know when you're really excited, you just want to let it all out.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I can't say anything, man.
Yeah.
Because I want you to see it.
Yep. You don't want to hype it up until it's like
exactly.
It's until it's got like some substance to it. You playing Call of Duty next week?
Absolutely.
Friday, bro. Yeah, it's Friday.
Yeah. This coming week.
Yeah, this coming week.
Oh man, I'm super excited. You had the beta, right?
I did. Yeah, it was fire. It was really, did you play it?
I didn't do the beta.
It's good.
I didn't do the beta because normally I have issues with betas. Like my phone is on the beta right now.
Yeah.
And I don't recommend it to anybody.
It's giving you too many issues.
Bro, I don't recommend. Actually, right now it's like on it's almost there, so we're good. They fine-tuned everything.
Oh, good. Yeah.
But no, I didn't do the beta.
Yeah, it's the game's going to be I'm pretty sure the game's going to be
because I play Destiny, bro.
I know you go hard on that game, bro.
Bro,
you go hard on Destiny.
I'm going to Nantucket this week.
You bringing the
Again.
Xbox?
Oh, I'm bringing that shit.
The
bro.
PS5.
The PS5.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, we don't do Xbox over here. If you still own an Xbox,
yo, just delete that shit out of your life.
Just get rid of it. Just immediately go throw it in the trash.
Why do you still? Why is that relevant? Actually, they just released a new Xbox, like a revamp of it, and it's pretty good. It's the same
half.
So it's without a
lifespan one.
Is it a half lifespan?
No, it's like a refresh, right? Like
it's a refresh.
A Half-Life refresh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sort of like how the PS4, PS5 Pro and stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, way better. Apparently, it's diskless now.
Okay.
It's so much nicer.
There's nothing. What gate is opening right now? Oh, the lift gate.
It's wild though.
Yeah, I'm excited I'm definitely excited for video game season. I'm excited to like lock in as far as like merch and stuff.
Oh yeah.
BeastCoast. And I know we kind of talked about the off-season plans of trying to find maybe doing a kickball game or and then the garage hangs. But like as far as merch, I have a few ideas. I got a Loverboy 3.0 idea.
Nice. Fire.
The Loverboy has just become like people's like.
That's their go-to right now.
I know.
Yeah,
bro. It's like one of the favorites now of people. So I have a Loverboy 3.0 in the works. I talked to Gil about a Stance and BeastCoast collab.
Yep.
And then I have this set that like it's an embroidery set, but people are like so into like loungewear right now.
Yes.
So it's like I have like a heavy crew neck and sweatpants that I found, and like the quality is so fucking nice, bro. And
when you create merch, do you follow trends?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
So like when I do graphic tees, right? I typically just go on like a t-shirt that I know is good quality and will last.
I know. Funny thing is that we always point out shirts to each other.
Yeah, we do.
You know, like, yo, that shirt is fire.
Yeah.
And generally it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you ever say, I want to try something like that? Or when is a good time to try something like that?
I take inspiration anytime I see a shirt like that. Like I will literally take pictures of people in public.
I bet you will.
Yeah, because it immediately gives me an idea.
Like.
Yeah. It immediately
hey,
will give me an idea, and I'll be like, oh, I have an idea off of it, so I'll take the picture. But yeah, no, I get inspired. I mean, half the pages I follow on Instagram are now art or streetwear.
Same.
Or like wholesale suppliers.
Yep.
So I'm just exposed to all these things, and then I find ways to like tweak BeastCoast into, like, I take someone's idea and I'm like, oh, there's a BeastCoast idea in there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how can I recreate that?
Yeah.
And then make it, so.
Do you ever AI anything?
So I jokingly told one of my buddies in my PlayStation party like a few months ago, I was like, you know what? I'm going to drop an AI t-shirt this year as a social experiment.
And just see what's up.
And just see how it happens.
I think it's a great idea.
I have not yet. And it's not something I would do consistently. I would do it. No. I would do it once and I would tell people.
Yeah.
And I would say, listen, like, this is an AI generated t-shirt. Yes. And I would do it one time. But for me, the ideas and like paying an artist to help me get that idea out, or doing it myself is so much better.
Oh no, it's awesome. I'd rather. Yeah.
But I mean, but it is like interesting to see where I've started incorporating AI into a lot of things.
Same.
So like when I do business plans or pitches or whatever, I throw it into an AI system and then I clean it up and tweak it myself, right? Like so many people are doing that. So, and I've used it for
a couple years before.
Now. Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, I get inspired from literally everything I see.
Same,
I just see things through creative.
Same here.
Like,
every time I
view now.
The same.
Yeah. So
same.
I will find a T-shirt in like anything. So
T-shirts huge for me.
Yeah.
Every time I see something, I'm like, yo, that's fire.
Yeah.
Like
the Halloween one
love
that we just dropped was like my original idea, and this will probably be next year's tee, but my original idea was Goosebumps.
Oh yes, I see. I kind of
you can see it a little bit.
Yes, I kind of got it.
But I want to do like an actual Goosebumps cover.
That's fire.
So you know how the slime is coming down.
Yes, like the font and everything.
Yeah, all that. So I actually have a design, but I never finished it.
Yep.
And then I started getting obsessed with like 1930s to 1950s movie posters.
Yes.
And so I was like, oh, that's what I'm going to do.
Yes.
And so that idea came to life from that. And the design, I actually sent the idea to a designer. He did it, but the design didn't look like that. So he did, I
remember the renditions.
Yeah, all the designer did was the one bear, and then the bear on the little baby bear.
Yes.
Was he was not even part of the design initially.
Oh.
So like the big bear that has the claws was like the main design.
Yes.
And then I was like, I'm going to put the baby bear on his back.
Yes.
And so the baby bear was just sitting. It was literally just the bear sitting. And I was like, oh, if I get rid of its body, put its head over, and then its legs and arms on, it's going to look like it's sitting on his back. And it worked perfectly. So then I did that. And then I started adding. And then I was like, oh, I'll put like really scared eyes behind it, because I saw so many movie posters that had it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's perfect. Like, so then I did that, and I started messing with colors. You saw all the renditions. It went from black and white to purple and orange
to purple and green.
And
aquamarine or whatever.
And then purple, and then we settled on the purple and green.
That was fire.
And it just came out perfect. So it's like you tweak this stuff until you get it to a point where you're like, okay, this is perfect.
And I love the color choice, because it definitely was like a Halloween theme. You know what I mean? I was like, this is dope.
It worked out perfect. So
love that. I love like the renditions you go through.
Yeah.
With the design.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. And then eventually you see like the end of it. And and that's why I started the what's it called on Instagram now? Like the little group.
Oh, the group thing. Yeah. Whatever.
So like I forget what it's called. I don't know what it's called either, but I'm gonna start dropping like little renditions and stuff in there, and so yeah, I'm excited, bro. I'm excited for what we got for next year. I got plenty of design ideas on my phone still, and I'm just ready.
You have an arsenal, bro.
I know. Yeah.
There's so many in there. Is there any collaborations you're looking forward to
in the car community?
Mm-hmm. Like if there's a group now that you would like to collaborate with, who would it be?
I will collaborate with a lot of people, but the idea has to be there, right? Yep. So like I have an idea in my head for a Stance In collab, like I had mentioned.
Yeah.
I also, out of the blue, came up with an idea for a yacht club collab.
Oh, nice.
Right?
Yeah.
And I just like these ideas just hit me, and I just kind of sit on them and I wait for the right moment.
Yeah.
To just be like, all right, I think now's the time we should. We did a collab with Rival.
Yes.
Way back.
Yep.
They want to do another collab. So
Sweet Waffle and Boba.
Yep. We did We did 2 Sweet Waffles collabs. Those are so fun for me.
Those are awesome. I love Mike, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. He was out doing filming some content today.
Yeah.
At the shop. I got to get out there soon. But yeah, bro, I'm just this is my favorite time of year, because things slow down, I can just focus on designing, chilling, stacking up, because I'm buying a project now. I've put every single dollar we've made from BeastCoast back into the brand over the past 2 years, and now it's time. Yeah, I need to buy a project. So
it's time, bro.
I know I've waited long enough. I was patient. I've been patient.
Hell enough, bro. So, for years.
Yeah, I've been patient enough.
You need something, bro.
But yeah, bro, I wanted to speak real quick too about we forgot to mention at the beginning of the podcast our new home.
Oh
for the podcast.
Yeah, so that's right.
For those of you who listened to the podcast before, we were at we had an office in Fall River, Mass, and one of our partners is still there. But Fall River was just a really, really long drive.
Yes.
For a lot of people, and so now we've got a nice, cozy home at Abe's Garage in Brockton, Massachusetts, and Abe's is a really, really special place. I'm gonna have to get the guys on here. It's two brothers, Ted and Ben, and they created this garage out of a necessity. And I will let them tell their story eventually when we get them on the podcast. But this has become a community garage where like anybody can, not anybody, but if you have a space here at the garage, you can come work here 24 hours, climate control, security cameras, wireless entry. There's tools everywhere for everybody to use.
Extremely spacious.
There's a ton of space. It's very well organized. There's lifts here where if you just go take a class on like the lifts and stuff like that, you can use all the lifts here. And there's just a really, really cool assortment of cars here. So there's a fucking 800 horsepower Vet.
Oh yeah.
There's a truck that apparently is going to Mongolia when it is finished being built. There's a couple Porsches. There's a Jensen here. There's an International truck here. Downstairs, there's some Audi. There's a second floor, by the way, downstairs, which is crazy.
Dude.
Crazy.
I did not even know that.
Yeah, I know. You come in here and you have no idea that there's another floor downstairs.
Yep.
So downstairs there are some classic Honda Accords. There's an NSX down there, which you didn't even see.
I didn't even see that. Yeah. Oh, the white one? White?
It's black.
Black? Oh, fuck. I did not see that.
It's Ted's.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it's Ted's. So, and then there's also a couple of fast BMWs that are usually downstairs. There's sometimes there's a Hellcat here, but everybody here is like working on their cars, and there's tools for everybody. This place is amazing, and the guys who own it are just like really amazing, humble dudes. They're not, they're car guys, and like again, we'll get their story eventually on here. But this place is just like for car enthusiasts.
This is like a dream.
Yeah, literally, and for them to even just like be like, oh yeah, you can do the pod here is like amazing. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. So that's some of the sounds you hear in the background is people talking. I mean, there's currently active work being done.
Yeah, there's a couple guys working on BMW.
You may have heard the lift go up and down. You may have heard the garage door, some sirens. We are in the hood.
We're in Brockton.
Yeah. But despite that, man, it's a nice place.
It's beautiful.
It's a nice place to work. I would feel comfortable to be here.
Right. Yeah.
Actually, I've already made myself kind of at home.
Yeah, it's nice, bro. Yeah, it's a great place to be, and I think that he hosts an event called CarCraft.
Yep.
In the off season, so he's going to start those up soon. We'll get you guys the dates if you want to come check out the space here and come hang out. Every bay. I don't know if you saw these, but Ted and his brother have created for every car here a little plaque. And the plaques aren't really out, but the plaques talk about the owner and their car.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah, so it's literally not, this isn't just a storage place. It's not just a place to just drop your car and forget about it.
Yep.
There's literally, it's enthusiasts here, and everybody has a story. And yeah, this place is awesome. So we're going to do the watch party here.
Yes.
Stanson watch party for ASM and GAT, and then we're going to do the collective probably, and the finale video as well. So, yeah, this is a really cool place. And eventually we'll set up this area here. to have little Beast Coast pieces in it, and then, it'll have an aesthetic to it. And then the goal is to actually do some of the podcasts out in the warehouse, the garage area in front of some of these cars, so you guys can kind of see what's being worked on and stuff here. So, but yeah, bro.
Yeah.
It's been a hell of a year.
Hell yeah, dude, and I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. It really is not going to stop. Like, it'll slow down for us because of the weather and whatever, which will be nice. We can get some family time, relax, and chill. But,
but a lot of planning.
A lot of working on other projects. That doesn't sound bad.
Is that?
That's the BMW, yeah. Doesn't sound bad. I'm not gonna lie.
No, that's pretty nice. I'll give him that. I was talking shit. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, I still don't know if I like the bumper, but other than that, it sounds good. But yeah, bro. So we got a lot. I got more people now to get on the pod now that I have more time. So,
exactly.
So yeah, I got a lot of people I want to get on here. I want to get Lex on here, so we can talk about her cars.
Dude, she has quite a collection.
She does have quite a collection. You know what I mean? We'll talk about modeling and all that stuff. So, I want to eventually get Pete on here, Pete Ladas. I need to drag Bree and Electro on here.
Oh yeah.
So
they're a hard one.
I know. Well, I know Electro keeps deflecting. So he's down to do it, but
yeah, as open as he is conservative.
I know. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So. I'll have Bree on first, and then, but yeah, there's a ton of people I want to have on the pod. I want to get Dom down here to get on the pod.
Oh, hell yeah.
I would love to get Mo on.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Just to pick his brain, you know what I'm saying?
If we finally get to see him.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. So we've got to get Will on here. I definitely want to get all the media guys.
Dom has to not take off his shoes ever again.
Yeah, no. Anytime we're in an Airbnb ever again, he has to sleep with like
shoes on.
With either shoes on, or he's got to wrap them in something. He's got to wrap his feet.
You imagine?
He's got to wrap his feet in like stretch wrap.
Bags?
Yeah, Ziploc bags, bro. Something. That was terrible. But
that was bad.
Bro. That's about all I got for today. 2-hour pod, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was good. That was a good conversation.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing I like. Damn, that does sound good. That's the thing I like about doing these podcasts, bro. Because you and I talk all the time.
Oh hell yeah.
But like, how cool was it to be able to get out everything we did?
Oh,
for the
amazing!
Year, just kind of like
I love recaps.
Yeah,
yep.
yeah.
Oh, so, I love it.
But yeah, bro. With that being said, I gotta go drive up to Manchester now.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Good luck, bro.
Yeah.
I gotta go get gas. I'm at like 17 miles a year.
Oh yeah, you're cooked.
Yeah, I was pushing it over here.
Shit. All right. Well, I'll let you go. And to everybody listening and watching for the first time. Appreciate you guys. We're gonna get this up on the YouTube. We'll make some clips, yada yada yada, and yeah, we'll be improving the setup as we go along. But appreciate you guys rocking with us. Glad to be back, and hopefully tell some more cool stories.
Absolutely.
Peace.
Peace.